They need help.
Yeah, so your daddy wouldn't want them here.
Since Daddy isn't here, this is my house, and they need help.
Don't do it.
Come on, hurry up. Put those down, they're all right.
Never be too sure.
What happened?
I twisted my ankle.
I have some rubbing alcohol.
Thanks for letting us in.
He didn't invite you in. A kind-hearted cousin did.
Do you see any sign of aliens out there?
No, at least not 5 miles from here. Man, I can't wait till I wake up from this invasion nightmare.
No, I hear you. I have a slew of relatives, including my own daughter, scattered all over the map out there. I don't know who's alive or dead, but half of the family I do have here. That's my niece Ashley, my nephew Brent, and Jake McCoy.
I'm Robert Terrell,
Nice to meet you.
my own niece Kay, and this here is my friend Phil Greer.
How are you? This is my brother's house. He's a pretty big Civil War buff.
This is the flag that was flown to keep people in shackles, in slavery.
Actually, most people that fought for the Confederacy didn't own slaves. They fought to defend their native state and defend their home.
I can appreciate the spirit of that.
What in the hell are you talking about? Phil Greer, history teacher. Do you appreciate the spirit of keeping people in shackles, in bondage, whipped, raped?
Not necessarily. I'm saying I like the spirit of people fighting to save their home from a common enemy, just like we're fighting the aliens today.
Whatever you say, but we're still losing, just like the lost cause years ago.
How's your ankle?
It's better. I hate walking out in the open as it is, and to do it on a sore ankle just makes it worse.
Well, at least when you're outside, you're going somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't know if you're walking to the aliens or away from them. I mean, we're out there like sitting ducks. About 2 weeks ago, before I met up with Uncle Robert, I was walking through the woods aimlessly along with some other people. Then it started raining. No problem. But then it started lightning. And I'm not talking about the lightning that we normally see. I mean, there were sparks everywhere. I saw 2 people electrocuted and fall dead. And then 2 more. So I ran. I ran like hell. If I was in high school, I would have been a track star that day.
Awful. But I'm the opposite. I'd rather be outside than inside. Although I'm home, I feel like I'm in a cage. Like they know I'm in here. I feel trapped. Not long ago, I was at my grandmother's farm, and she's confined to a wheelchair, and I was trying to find ways of getting her here. For 3 days, there was a rooster that crowed outside my window. For 3 days, I debated on ways of getting her here. And on the 4th day, I didn't hear the rooster crow. And I woke up with a really bad headache. Grandma was dead. And there was a strange mist surrounding the house like a morning fog. I've wasted no time in running away. And Uncle Jake and Brent, they don't believe me. They say that she died of natural causes. But why didn't the rooster crow? And why did I get a headache? It was the fog.
They have so many different ways of killing us. Why does God allow these devils to punish us?
On one hand, each municipality should decide for its own citizens whether to remove a Confederate statue or not. But On the other hand, statues represent history. Just that's your history teacher over there.
History, yes. But why so many? I mean, it's like every little cowtown just had to have one.
I'll take it a step further. Germany lost the Second World War, but did every town erect a statue in honor of Ramo Fedorian?
They should have.
Japan lost as well, but is there a statue of Admiral Yamato on every street corner? If anybody needs a statue in their honor, it should be me. I taught middle school. You know, I take 1,000 badass kids all at once if life can go back to being normal again.
From the beginning of time to the end of the world, somehow, some way, women always find themselves in the kitchen, and men folk always find a way to avoid cooking.
Sorry, I couldn't bring more to the potluck.
Short notice. Well, maybe we could make some sort of a stew with all this.
Oh, I miss the times of electric power.
Yeah, we have power. We have our own generator, but we just don't run it all the time.
So why don't you use it?
Well, there's a debate about that going on in this house. That's why I'm glad that you're here to offer your input.
Ah. Mm.
If you like, I can watch for a while. I want to earn my keep here.
What are you gonna do with that? Rob somebody?
What are you going to do with that? Have a mass shooting?
I don't know why the hell you guys want to look out that window. I mean, what? And we used to watch movies of spaceships coming down and blowing up cities. But the reality is, aliens always stay hidden. Man, we never see them.
I saw one of them.
Really?
Well, yeah, I believe so. But from a distance, briefly. Looked like a strange little animal. But regardless, I'd feel more comfortable if I or someone else was standing guard.
Yeah, I saw one too. I actually shot the black bastard. No offense, but it was actually black, okay? Looked like a man-sized cockroach, you know?
God, I've heard this one before.
It's true, Jake. I mean, I shot that thing from like 200 yards away.
Then what happened?
Well, it had those wings or appendages, but it just fluttered rapidly and then just like shot off into the woods. But I hit it.
So, let me get this straight. It was black with brown parts. Was it an alien of color?
Look, laugh if you want, but I hit it. You know, thanks for my sniper training.
Military?
Video games.
I'll tell you one thing. Those aliens have snipers too, okay? Like, about a month ago, I found this one body. It was just shot right through the head, but it wasn't from a bullet, okay? Had to be like some kind of laser or something, because it was perfect, like the size of like a silver dollar. And I could like see straight through its brain to the other side.
Don't you think, I don't know, that it's kind of morbid to be looking through a dead man's brain?
What? Call me sick or something?
We're having stew for dinner tonight.
What's in it?
Canned meat, rice, and vegetables, but we have to eat it cold, and you know why.
Come on, Ashley. We've talked about this before.
Now we have a generator, but Uncle Jake doesn't want to use it because he's afraid that the heat from the stove will give us away and the high voltage. So we only run the lights for a little bit.
What about cooking outside on the grill?
Now that's Brent's hang up. He believes that the heat and the smoke will give us away.
This is my brother's house. However, It's also where Ashley was raised, so I tend to give her a little bit of latitude when it comes to making critical decisions. I mean, this is why y'all were allowed to come in, right? But I have to put my foot down when it comes to making decisions that could put us all at risk.
Right on cue. This is another thing we disagree on. Every other day, my Aunt Bernice calls my phone, but Uncle Jake and Brent don't want me to answer it.
Because the call could lead the aliens straight to us.
My Aunt Bernice is on my mother's side of the family. Now, if it came from one of his sisters,
I would still say don't answer it.
now that's why I'm glad y'all are here, so you can offer your input and opinions.
What? I hope you ain't asking us to vote, because we always vote Democrat. And this right here seems like a solid red Republican household. So this primary that y'all got going on is between you three family members. Although I must say, if your aunt was really trying to get in touch with you, shouldn't she text you first?
No, because texting, just like the phone call, would still expose his house.
Isn't it strange that the electrical power is destroyed, the internet is disabled, but the telecommunication is still functional?
Ain't nothing strange about it. That's intentional. It's a way for them to connect all the dots, find the humans they want to exterminate.
Please, please don't use that word.
Well, I guess it's up to Uncle Jake and I to keep debating these topics.
What about me? I'm family.
You're not a McCoy. Uncle Jake and I are McCoys. You're a Wallace, and you don't count.
Go right ahead then. Decide for your damn selves. Just leave me the hell out of it.
Brent, calm down. I was just joking.
Mr. Jake, how do you feel about the electric current coming from the batteries of a flashlight?
To be honest, I am really not comfortable with that. I'd rather us use those candles.
The candles give off heat.
Isn't it beautiful that we can all compromise?
I wish we could have came to a compromise about tonight's dinner. My stomach is tore up from that cold stew.
Hey, Kay. My kinfolk want me to accept their insecurities. But when I told them about Grandma, they brushed me off.
Oh, I believe you. I believe the fog killed her. The aliens must have some type of assortment of biological and chemical weapons. If you white people didn't want to wear masks during COVID, I bet you wear one now.
Well, Reed, mask wouldn't have made a difference. The only reason Ashley survived was because she wasn't as old as Grandma. And she wasn't a rooster.
Shut up, Brent. Truth be told, I didn't give in to all that COVID hysteria. I didn't wear masks and I sure as hell didn't get the vaccine.
But COVID was real. Very real. I worked as a nurse in a hospital and I saw the devastation. People were dying left and right. How could you say COVID was a hoax?
I agree. There was COVID. But the numbers were blown way out of proportion. Most of those people died of something else.
Yeah, like your grandma didn't die from morning dew.
Whatever.
Ashley, she died from natural causes.
The mist, the fog, whatever, that was real.
Your people never change, huh? I mean, we can't agree on anything. What, the 2020 election? COVID? Vaccines? I mean, politics and religion? I mean, right now, while we are even fighting for our very existence, we can't even agree on how the aliens are attacking us.
I just know what I saw, and that man was killed by a laser.
But they have other ways that are less violent. Wait, for example, about a month ago, I walked into a house and saw a whole family dead. There's no shots to the head, no poisonous vapors. They were just dead.
But how?
The best I can figure is that the aliens have figured out a way just to shut them off. I mean, our brains and heart work on a form of electricity. The aliens have figured out a way to just turn them off. I mean, it's kind of like a light switch.
That's horrible.
You know, a friend told me the aliens have robots that look like human beings, and they use them to ambush people.
That's so stupid.
My friend told me it was the truth, and I believe him.
Well, I believe, as lady of the house, that we should go to our corners and go to sleep.
Good idea.
Brent, what are you doing?
I'm drawing the alien I saw, or at least my artistic interpretation of it. But, you know, Adolf Hitler also created works of art.
Yeah. And he also destroyed works of people.
Sometimes you gotta destroy in order to make a better world.
So is that what the aliens are doing? Destroying the world to make a better place for themselves?
I'm done with this conversation.
What do you think? It look like the one you saw?
Maybe. Are those his wings?
Wings, shell, it could be armor, cover its torso. I mean, I'm just leaving it up to interpretation of the beholder. The main point is, looks nothing like us.
You just said it looks nothing like us.
So?
So I'm glad to see that you and I have something in common. Our humanity.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Don't be quiet.
My name is Marsha. I live down the street, the house on the corner. Can I come in?
What's wrong?
I'm staying alone. I think I heard something outside of my house. Please let me in. We're neighbors.
All right, come in.
Thank you. I have seen you before many times.
Same here. Before all of this madness, I used to see you working in your yard.
Brent, put down your gun. She's my neighbor.
Yes, I'm a real human. Not one of them.
This is my cousin Brent. I'm Ashley. Uncle Jake, Robert, Kay, and Phil.
I'm Marsha. I'm glad to actually meet you.
You think you heard something?
I think so. Yes, you see, I've been staying alone for days and days. And this morning, I thought I heard something. Maybe it was intuition or something. But I'm so glad you're here. I knocked on 2 other doors, and they either weren't there or didn't let me in.
This is tea brewed from the sunlight that shined right through that window. It'll calm your nerves.
Good. I appreciate you letting me in.
I'm just glad you're a female. We're starting to get outnumbered in here.
I'm pretty much a loner, but I enjoy the occasional times dining with coworkers, conversation, laughing together.
I miss social media. You know, the interaction with people online.
Me too, but I rarely offered my own input. I liked watching what other people shared, especially good things, fun items.
I'm the opposite. Call me drama queen, but I love using social media to debate my opinion.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but whenever there are controversies in the news, media, wherever, people picked a side first, and then they looked for research to back up their side.
No, you're right. Whether it was the pandemic, 2020 election, people blindly chose a side and then decided to disagree with any other point of view.
Well, there are things we can't agree on. But the one thing I can agree with you on is that of a Karen. Those people that just discriminate and cause trouble for people based on their race. Oh, I hate seeing
I
that.
hate the name Karen
Why?
because my name is Karen
Why?
and I'm black. No, I used to love my name, but now I go by Kay. I mean, who thought of the name Karen anyway? Probably somebody living in the basement, hiding from humans. Like we're hiding from aliens.
Are you feeling a little better?
Yes, it is really stressful being alone. I guess I reached my limit this morning. I probably had an anxiety attack.
That's understandable. If there's ever been a time we need to be close to each other, this is it.
Once again, it was my Aunt Bernice. And once again, I can't talk to her because we can't see eye to eye on whether it's safe or not to answer the phone. Marcia, what do you think?
Ugh, I don't know. I rarely had anyone call me on the phone even before the invasion.
I mean, it's a human nature, right? And we can't agree on everything. For centuries, we have argued over petty and insignificant issues. We often to the point of violence. Well, that's our weakness. From the cradle to the grave. I mean, we can't even agree on how the aliens are killing us. Or how many of us are left. Is it 1 billion? 50 million? 100,000? Now the aliens. They agree on everything. They're unified. And this is how they were able to. This is how they were able to develop the technology to travel here. They're united in their decision to wipe us off the face of the earth.
Uncle Jake, what's wrong? Uncle
Is
Jake.
everything all right?
Oh no.
Uncle Jake.
No.
I'll get you some water.
All right, hey, who else does CPR? No, Ashley! Oh no, Ashley! Oh God!
Jake!
Oh.
Jake! He's gone.
Aunt Bernice? This is Ashley. Yes, I'm doing okay. I'm here with Uncle Jake and Brent. You should come over and be with us. Please come over. Families should be together at a time like this.